Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you my July faves and flops. I didn't film one of these in June because I actually hauled a whole bunch of products in June. I did a ColourPop haul and a Sephora and Ulta haul. So if you haven't seen those, I'll have those videos either linked in the description box down below or in the little eye up above. So I have a lot of those products here to review and give you my thoughts on which ones worked out for me and which ones didn't. So if you want to see the products that I've been loving and products that haven't really worked out for me in July, just keep on watching. So July was a really good month for favorites because I have a whole bunch of products. The first one I want to talk about is a highlighter from Ofra in the shade Star Island. Ofra goes on HauteLook, which is Nordstrom Rack's flash sales site, fairly frequently. And I like to check HauteLook just in case there's a brand or two that I want to check out. So I bought the Star Island highlighter. Samantha March was one of my favorite YouTubers who used to rave about this highlighter, and she actually just collabed with Ofra and did a combination with Star Island and Pillow Talk, but I picked up Star Island. At first I was concerned because it looks really golden in the pan and I thought it'd be too dark for me because a lot of highlighters tend to pull that gray cast. It's actually the highlighter that I'm wearing now, and it is just so flattering. This is my first Ofra highlighter, and I can see why they're so raved about. It's blinding, it's soft, it's blendable, it's buildable so it can look like I get 8 hours of sleep and drink a bunch of water, or like today where you can see me from across the room. I love this highlighter. It's in the newer packaging, so the compact has a mirror, which is convenient. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I can understand why people rave about the Ofra highlighter formula. Another face product is from Becca, and it's their blush in Tiger Lily, and it's actually the blush that I have on today. I picked this up at either TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Those are one of those stores that I just have to stop in and see what they have new. And they had a whole bunch of Becca products. Tiger Lily is one of the luminous flush blushes, and I absolutely love it. It has such a pretty sheen on the cheeks, and I feel like it's buildable, it's natural, and I love a sheeny blush. It's such a pretty color, and I feel like this would work on a majority of skin tones. As you can see from this initial swatch, the blush is really pigmented, but I find that's not too pigmented where I'm not able to blend it out. I like the formula. The compact also has a mirror if that's something that matters to you, but I just find this looks really effortless and beautiful on my skin, and I'm able to wear it when I'm wearing a bunch of makeup or hardly any makeup for a more natural look. My favorite brush to apply blush with is this Eco Tools Sheer Blush Brush. You can tell that I really need to wash my brushes, but I actually use this to apply my blush today. I find that this gives me such a natural diffused look. It's not dense, and the bristles are really nice and sparse, so it's able to blend out the blush onto your cheek so it doesn't really deposit the color in one area. This blush brush also works well for cream blushes. I use this with a ColourPop blush stick and my favorite Too Faced Peach My Cheeks blush. I find that this is a really great brush to pick up cream products if you don't feel like using your sponge or your fingers. Speaking of the ColourPop blush stick, I have mine in the shade Mini Me, and I actually really like this. I think the color is so pretty, and I find that this formula applies really well with your fingers, your sponge, or this Eco Tools brush that I just mentioned. I'll do a swatch of the shade. It's such an emollient formula, so I wonder if people that have oily skin find this slips off a bit more. There's the shade, and I like cream blushes because they have that nice luminous, healthy glow underneath. This color is so pretty, and I find that it's really buildable. So you can even swipe it onto your cheeks and blend it out and don't have to worry about having too much product stuck to your cheeks and your makeup look being essentially ruined. A concealer that I've been really liking lately has been the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I bought mine in the shade Light Peach, and I think the shade is a bit too light for me, so I tend to wear it on my more glamorous days because it can be a bit too much on my natural days. I find that this concealer is one of my most full coverage concealers in my collection. The smallest bit goes such a long way that I barely put a dot under my eyes and it blends out perfectly. I don't find this concealer to be excessively creasy. I actually really don't notice many creases on it, and I find that it's such a good wear time. I have an issue with a lot of products breaking up on my skin, but I don't see that an issue with this concealer, and I absolutely love it, and I will repurchase it in a color that I think is a little bit more suitable for me. This isn't a recent product, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in the shade Spicy. This is my favorite summer color. It's not what I have on today. I actually have on Ofra Atlantic City, but I love this color. I'll do a swatch of it, even though I'm pretty sure it's true to color on camera, but it's this bright, hot red orange. It's such a statement lipstick. It looks so bold with a nice like winged eyeliner or lashes or like effortless eye makeup, and it's such a statement for the summer, and I love it. I did film a lip swatch video about some of my favorite lipsticks for summer, and this is included, but I'll also have that video either linked up above or in the description box down below to some other colors that I like. I did a lip swatch of this color in that video, so if you want to see how it looks on my lips, how it applies, you can check it out in that video. I have talked about how the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick formula isn't my favorite. It's not my least favorite, but I do find it can be drying and it doesn't really last well through food and drink. But I think if you just have it on and you're talking, it's fine, but it is on the drying side. I find that because this color is so absolutely beautiful, I'm able to put up with the formula and make it work. I also find the formula is not as drying if you put a lip gloss over it, so sometimes I'll put a clear lip gloss over it to help give some hydration to my lips. Another favorite product of mine this month has been the Ordinary High Adherence Silicone Primer. I find that this really helps my makeup stick, and because it's August and it is hot as anything here, having my makeup stick and not melt off is kind of a priority. I put a little bit of this foundation, spread it all over, and I find that I don't have any adverse reaction with my foundation. It works well with all the foundations that I paired it with. I find that it doesn't cause excessive creasing or anything, and I really like this. This is the first product that I've tried from The Ordinary, and it really makes me want to try more from their brand. Definitely repurchase this primer, considering it was only under $5 as well. And my last favorite for the month has to be this Milk Cream Gel Liner in the shade CEO. CEO is just a dark brown color, but I find that the formula is so good on this liner. I have issues when I used to put pencil liner on my top lid that it would transfer and smear and not really have the longevity I was looking for. But I don't have that issue with this liner. Once I put it on, it stays on. You do have a little bit of time to play with it and smudge it out if you want, but once it sets for good. It doesn't transfer my waterline, it doesn't transfer my top line, and I love the formula. It's so creamy and it glides on, doesn't really tug at my skin, and you have this little applicator so you can help smudge out the product too. But I love this. I bought this during the Sephora Weekly Wow, and if they're ever on sale again, I highly recommend getting one. So I have some mediocre or F products for the month. I bought 3 mascaras during that haul process, and 2 of them are okay, and 1 of them I just really can't get along with. But I find that none of them are as good as my Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. I tried the NARS Climax Mascara because I always want to try high-end mascaras, but I find that drugstore mascaras really are the way to go. This gives me the most separation out of all my lashes, so I would often use this in combination with another mascara. I like it, it's good, I'll definitely continue using it until it expires or until I run out, but I find that my Lash Princess Mascara just tops this. It gives me some nice volume, but I don't find that it gives me some nice length, but I don't find that it's voluminous enough for me. And because my lashes are already long, I like them to be volumized and dark and black so you can see them more, because lengthening mascaras aren't as much of my priorities. Another mascara that I tried is from NYX, and it's their Worth the Hype mascara. I do like this mascara more than the NARS Climax one. I feel like it's the most comparable to the Essence Lash Princess mascara. It gives me decent volume and length, but once again, it's nothing compared to that Essence one. But because they're around the same price point, I would continue using it. I do like it, and I find that if I apply a few coats, I can definitely get the effect that I want, but it does sometimes get clumpy, so I have to err on the side of caution. 2 products that didn't work out for me this month are both from ColourPop. The first one is the ColourPop BFF Volumizing Mascara. I find that this works 20% of the time and fails 80% of the time. I'm wearing it today and it looks great, but I guess it's just for camera because when I wear it on an everyday basis, it looks like I have 4 lashes and it is the clumpiest thing on earth. You can tell that when you take the brush out how much product is built up on it. So I have to kind of scrape off the sides. So I like using this in combination with the NARS Climax Mascara, which doesn't give me as much volume, and this one, which gives me nothing but volume and makes me look like I have 3 voluminous black lashes. And the other product that didn't work out for me is the ColourPop Light Stick in the shade Starbright. My issue with this is I think this has glitter in it, or this does have glitter in it. So here's a swatch of that highlighter stick. I don't think the glitter is coming up on camera, and it actually took me a few uses to notice it. But I wore this to work through the day. I felt like doing a cream makeup look. I was just feeling really natural and I was having a good skin day. And I was like, there's glitter on my cheeks. And it was something that was so noticeable and I just felt like it was so unflattering. I tried to layer this with other products and it didn't really cooperate, and this just didn't look flattering. I'll continue using this, and there is a lot of product in these sticks That is a heck of a lot of highlighter. But I'm probably gonna use this more as a base and I put on a powder for like extra impact and longevity than wearing this on itself, because on a day-to-day basis, I don't like a glittery highlight. I do think a glittery highlight has a time and a place, but not when I'm trying to go to work at 7 a.m. So this wraps up all of my faves and fails for the month of July. What products did you try out that you loved, and what products just didn't work out for you? I'd love if you let me know down below. If you like this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I post about 2 to 3 videos every week, and I'd love to have you come join me on my next one. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Thanks for watching.